Alright guys, we're heading in on the next adventure. We got the 120 back there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it or not, but doing some more work for Chris and John, the farmers we do a lot of work for. Supposedly we're rip-wrapping a ditch. So let's go get started. Alright, so this is our project. My parking job over here is not the best. Chris is making fun of me. I pretty much ran her off in the ditch. We'll deal with that later. But this bank here, we're gonna take the dozer, peel off the top of that bank, and then kind of dish it out there a little bit, and get some riprap down in there, and hopefully keep that, control some erosion, and make it look a little nicer, pulling into their place there. So right there's where the problem starts. We got this one here. And then all the way up there on the other end, there's another little stretch we got to do up there. But this is the same job we filled the lake on, and the 850 is still sitting here. I put a new battery in it. I'm pretty sure that was my problem, but we're getting ready to find out because we're going to go up here and see if this thing will start. So, all right, we made it here. Let's see if this OGO likes me today or don't like me today. Come on, baby. Be in a good mood for a change. Well, if I can get that. Hey, look at that. I'll use the magnet on my GoPro. Hot dog. All right, I got Chris bringing me riprap with the skid steer. Started laying it in here. It's going pretty good. I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. We'll get this all laid in here and take the dozer and pull this bank back. Should look pretty sharp. I told Chris before the day's over, I'm gonna hop in and run that skid steer. See if I can make a total, make an absolute butt out of myself when it's over with. I'm horrible at running the skid steer, so nothing else, it'll be, should be good entertainment for you guys. But it's going pretty good, we're getting there. That's about one load.
It's getting pretty close, probably 2 or 3 more dippers.
Is that other one is long?
It's probably long, but I don't think it's as steep. Yeah. But there's a ditch washing out the field too. We might have to wrap one that way too. I've got some of those big stepping stones, you know, blocking the ditch with shoes behind it like a waterfall. So yeah. Once we go there digging that, we either got to put it back or put a riprap trough up through the field.
Yeah, I'd say you probably need to get at least one more load for sure.
I'll call Tony and see what he says.
That's what it looked like after we got all the riprap in. I'm gonna take the dozer and bust out that. Does it look good? I put the camera on the skid steer while Chris was running. He said he needed a shirt that said "Not Timmy," and I needed a shirt that said "Not Big Deal." I think it's pretty obvious he's not Timmy and I'm not Big Deal, but maybe we'll have to get him a shirt for Christmas. But we're gonna hop on the old dozer and make her look pretty. what she looks like all cleaned up and dressed up. It's just pretty much filled on the upper side, so we didn't get too carried away with it. But I thought it turned out pretty darn good. I brought the drone with me today. We got a little bit of work we need to do up there where the dozer's at, so if I get time before it runs out, maybe we'll do a little flyover and see how she looks. If not, that'll just have to be good enough. Well, I don't know if this was my smartest parking job I ever had. Poor old Mack's laying over in the ditch. Hope it's not soft down there. Guess it'd be easy to change the tires if I need to. Let's see if the old puppy dog will come out of here. I always want to know what it'd be like to have self-closing doors. I guess I'll find out now. Yep, works pretty good. You know, I even stay in the seat. Come on, truck, don't let me down now. There we go. Need air. Well, it's official. That was a bad decision. I am stuck.
Oh, great.
All right, guys, after I got the truck out of the ditch with Chris's help, I had the drone out, so just decided to do a real quick little flyover here of the ditch. Aerial view is not quite as impressive as I thought it was going to be, but you can kind of see what we did there. Just kind of pulled that bank back, got some good riprap down in there. The road's all actually slanted over that way, so that should drain and look a whole lot nicer for them for a lot of years to come. But this was a really hectic job. This is actually the second ditch we did. This is on the other side. I think both of these, I didn't measure them off. They're probably about 125 to 130 yards, and pretty much the same thing. Just kind of pulled the bank back, got some riprap down there, got her looking pretty. Had a wet hole over in the field. It was really wet, so this isn't the prettiest job in the world, but we threw a ditch culvert in right there just to try to get this hole drained up a little bit. And then I got in a fight with a tree. Me and this tree, let me tell you, me and this tree went round and round. Chris was nice enough to video this because I was too dang mad to do it. This is an old ash tree that died. The top of it was rotten. I was trying not to get it to fall on the machine, and then I couldn't really get dug around it like I wanted to because it was right in the road ditch, and then the dang root ball ended up so big, I couldn't hardly get the thing out of the hole. I'll bet you I fought with this thing for about a half an hour, and then I was getting mad. Luckily, I got it before I got so mad I tore something up, but finally got this pig wrestled up out of the hole. Of course, the field's slick and track hose, yeah, it was just a bad deal. This thing was getting on my last nerve. Of course, at this part, it's been about a 10-hour day, and I want to get loaded up and head out of here, but finally got this thing up out of the hole. I told Chris, I said, just go get the dozer and push this thing across the field. I wasn't about to drag it with a track hoe, so he went up and got dozer and pushed it across the field. We got it put away up there in the woods, and then that's it, boys. It's a wrap. It is time to load this track hoe up and get out of here and head on down the road. I don't know, I think I was on the job for right at or maybe just a little over 10 hours. I actually got a little bit of a late start because I had to help pour a little bit of concrete in the morning, but I think that's a pretty good job for me and Chris for a 10-hour day. We got, let's just call it 300 yards of ditch, bank pulled back and rip wrap, got ditch culvert put in, and then I think we got, I think I took out 2 trees and a couple stumps, and then kind of just pushed back the edge of the field a little bit. So at this point in the day, it's about 7 o'clock. Wife and the kids are wanting to know where I'm at, so we're gonna get this track hoe chained down. Now that the truck's back on the road, that's really convenient. Get this booger chained down and head to the house. All right, guys, not my best decision in a parking spot, but truck's out, drag hoe's loaded, and we're heading to the house. We'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you could just take a few seconds to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe button, and tap the bell so you'll catch the next video. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram and dirtperfect1.com.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
See you on the next one.